Okay, making a basic cheese sauce. This is probably, or sometimes called a roux. This is the base to every great gravy or white sauce. Basically, I've melted 6 tablespoons of butter. Once it's all melted and hot, we're going to add in 6 tablespoons of flour. I've just measured that in. And you want to cook the flour. This is where you need a really great whisk. You just want to cook the flour down for about a minute or so. You want to sort of get it all mixed together. Let it simmer there. This is where you really want a nice strong whisk. You don't want the butter to brown. It's a whole different sauce, a whole different flavor. Once it's cooked for a little bit, we're going to add 2 cups of cream and milk. Just to buy ourselves some time, I've moved it off the heat. I've got 2 cups of milk and cream that I've used my Easy Read measuring cup. We're going to add it in all at once. We're not going to panic that it's going to get lumpy because our whisk is going to do this job. Thus the need for a good whisk. Move it back to the burner. And we quickly whisk. Now if I can do this one-handed while making a video, you guys can do this at home, right? So now all you're going to do is bring it to a bit of a simmer. I've got the heat on high. That's crazy talk. So I'm going to reduce the heat now to medium-low. I don't want this to burn, but it's not that fussy of a job. If I was making gravy, I would have just added broth instead. Same combination. And I'll post a recipe for this. But basically all you're going to start doing is you're going to notice it's going to start to thicken up. And as it thickens up, all you're going to do is add in your grated cheese. I just used whatever cheese I had in the house. I had leftover marble, and I had a little bit of mozzarella because I like our mac and cheese nice and stringy. And we're going to crack in some salt and pepper. And then, of course, like Chef Des loves to say, you're going to taste it. You got to taste it. We're going to throw this on some cooked pasta. And the best thing that you can ever do is salt your pasta water when you're cooking it. And that video is there too. We can see how it's nice and thick. Look how gorgeous this is. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the video or not. But now, all I do, this is not any big fancy technique, just dump the cheese in. It's really easy, you guys. Everybody always says, oh, I don't know how to make my own cheese sauce. I don't know how to do all of this. Well, you don't have to buy a can of cheese or a jar of cheese or Alfredo sauce. Just seriously, make your own. You have cheese, you have milk, you have flour, you have butter. Done. Then, if you want, you can turn the heat off, because I'm going to bake mine. I'm going to put it all in the stoneware right away. So I turned the heat off now. And you can see, look at this. Look at this gorgeous sauce. I know every ingredient in this sauce. If you use a sharp cheddar, you're obviously not going to need to add as much salt. Right? This is just dreamy. I laugh when people say that they don't make their own cheese sauce. And I got to tell you, I was inspired to do this from my girlfriend Lena, who isn't a pampered chef, but she has a very pampered kitchen. And we were there when our kids were little, and she just whipped up a batch of mac and cheese for the kids, and I was like blown away. And ever since that day, I've made my own cheese sauce after that. Look at that. So now I'm just going to taste it and add a little bit of salt. Then I'm going to pour it and cracked pepper if you want. I'm going to pour it over my pasta, put it all in my deep covered baker, and just let it bake in the oven. My daughter is off at dance, and so we're not eating just yet. And it's just going to get even better once it takes a ride in the oven. So you saw how fast that was. You guys can make cheese sauce. You can make white sauce. You can do anything. Just get yourself a great whisk and a great pot to cook it in and experiment. Give it a try.